Beat Making Basics.
What's going on YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we're coming back to back with bangers. Today's video, we're going to be continuing a series, how to make a beat in 10 minutes. The first video, we made this beat that you're going to hear. This video, we're actually going to arrange it into song format. And in the video coming, we're going to be mixing it, okay? So let's go ahead and just check out what we got so far, and then we're going to arrange it into song format in 10 minutes or less. All right, so that's what we got going on. When it comes to arranging beats, especially if you're gonna do it 10 minutes or less, at least in Logic, first thing I recommend doing is just taking your loop and then pushing Command R and extending it out. All right, so you can probably take, press it like 10 times. The thing is, today's songs are a lot shorter, so you don't have to worry about, doing anything too complicated. You want to start off sparse, meaning that you don't want a whole lot going on in the beat just to start it off. So I usually will say start off with maybe like one sound. And what I do is a process of basically elimination. I just audition what I want here by pushing mute or unmute. And then to finalize it, I'll click here, and in Logic Pro, if you push Control M, it will mute it out. You can also delete it. But then, what if you want it back? You know what I'm saying? So you had to go somewhere else in the beat and do it like that. So that's why I muted. So that's the process we're going to be using. But like I said, we're going to start off with the intro here. And the intro should always have just, be quick, start simple and everything like that, and build as well. So let's just check this out. And sometimes you want to have at least one element, starting off just to immediately get their entrance. So sometimes you can have it started off with the 808. And if you listen to that, it sounds a lot better. It gets your attention more. So that's how we're going to start the intro. And so what I'm going to do is just basically mute out everything else, Control M, and that's going to be our intro. Okay, simple as that. Then hook. Obviously, we're just going to come right in with everything. This sound right here, this little pad sound, I might change this because it's really extending a little bit too long. Has a little bit of a delay on it or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna change this sound right here. That's better because it's not, I literally had to just wait for a second to even talk. So, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to just start off sparse, 808, intro with the one melody, come right in, everything's in there. So we'll just let it play from here. All right, bet. So after you got your intro and your hook, the next thing we're gonna do is start on our verses. You can keep that simple. You can just delete one of the or mute out one of the melody parts and then alternate it. And then that's gonna be your verse. And then also I would recommend taking the kick out at the first part and then have it come back in. So we'll listen to it again from the very beginning and see how that, goes. All right, and so for the second verse, I'm just gonna alternate the melodies. So instead of this one going first, the other one's gonna go first, and then just to end the beat, we'll just have it playing the melody and turn off everything else. Okay, so and I like to kind of like half it like that. So this is pretty much the main gist of the beat, but there's some things we're gonna do to make it sound even better. But this is just to kind of get a skeleton or a basic blueprint. This is how you're gonna start that off. So let's go ahead and check this out. I'm actually gonna come over here and turn it down some. And another thing we could do too is like right before the hook comes in, you can take the hi-hat out just a little bit, like nothing too crazy, maybe half a measure, and that will help. Now, one thing I noticed that it's not really sounding too defined as a hook. So one simple trick we could do is just double this and hold down Option and drag this down, and then I'm just gonna put Shift Option up, and that's gonna make all of these go an octave higher. So let's check that out. Another thing you could also do is basically the process of layering. We got this sound here with the same melody, and then I'm just gonna change the actual sound though. So we got the same melody, but we're gonna change and do a different instrument sound. And I kind of don't like this one going for the verse. So I'm going to keep this as just a sound that you're only going to hear during the hook. And what I'll do now is just drag this over and hold down Option and make a copy here. And we'll put it right there. So we're going to have the high pitch ARP, and then we're going to have this low pitch ARP. And we're going to call this a pad. And we're just going to rename these. So it's going to say ARP 1, ARP 2. Now let's check out how the beat sounds. And actually, I don't like that either. We're just gonna double this. Try this one over here. We'll just use that actually also as this is actually going to be something that's going to only go into the hook as well. But this is a part of the beat making process, man, because sometimes stuff is not always going to just sit up how you want it to. But I'm just going to drag this over here, and we'll go up an octave. Shift Option up. And then what you want to do too is like on the second verse, you want to add some variations. So maybe you could just take the hi-hats out, even if it's just out for a little bit, and then bring it back in like that. And for the most part, man, this beat is pretty much ready to go. In the next video, we're going to be mixing the beat. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you go over to my website, beatmakingbasics.com. That's beatmakingbasics.com, or you can click on the link in the description below, and you can check out all the courses, sound kits, and templates that we have for producers who are learning how to take their beats to the next level. Appreciate you watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. We're out.